to Entropia Universe. This series of movies are to demonstrate basic settings, movement and interaction within Entropia. My name is Kieran Blade, as you can see down here. I will be your guide for the duration of these movies. Before you can run, you must first walk. So I'm going to explain the basics of the screen layout. At the bottom of the screen to the left hand side is the chat interface. This allows avatars to interact with each other on a number of levels. You have various controls on the chat interface also. This allows you to control which channels you can see. And which channel you're currently writing to. You can also increase the size of the chat window or reduce it completely. There's also an option to turn the background transparent. To enter into chat mode, there are a number of ways you can do this. You can press on this button here, or use this action key here, or simply press enter. Type your message and press enter to send. At the bottom of the screen on the right hand side is the HUD, or head-up display. This provides important information about your health, your money, the zone you're in, and the status of your equipment, which you can't see right now. The HUD also has a radar. The radar will show avatars, NPCs, teleporters, and also creatures in the local vicinity. These are all color coded. At the top of the screen is the quick bar or toolbar. This allows you to map actions or tools to keys on your keyboard, which provides ease of use. On the right hand side is the static toolbar, which contains a number of default actions provided for you. There are a number of options that will allow you to tailor the experience to your requirements. By pressing O, you can view the options interface. For the purpose of this tutorial, I shall be demonstrating first-person settings. By pressing the G button on your keyboard, or by clicking on the keyboard map action, you can see the default layout for the keys. Here you can see the configuration is in WSAD. W for forward, S for backwards, A for left strafe, D for right strafe. Z and C turn you left and right. Q allows you to run, while E to jump. The spacebar is mapped to toggle cursor mode. This allows you to lock the screen movement to mouse movement. By simply pressing the spacebar again, you toggle back. The middle mouse button can be used to move the camera about the avatar. By pressing the middle button quickly, the camera moves to the default position. You're now free to move around the world you've just arrived in. In addition to the movement actions, there are a number of other important actions that can be performed. Firstly, the most important of them all, the inventory action. To access the inventory, press your I key or click on the action button labelled Inventory on your static toolbar. The next important action is the friends list. You can access this by pressing J or by clicking on the friends list action button on the static toolbar. Of course, you won't have any friends in your friend list until you make some. Another action is the avatar info screen. You can access this screen by pressing the K key or by using the avatar info action button. To open the map window, press M or the map action. The Hall of Fame is similarly accessed using the F key and the appropriate action button. You can also access the Professions window. This does not have a key map to it by default. This I will show you in another guide. Lastly is the EU Transfer Centre. This screen allows you to transfer money from the real world into Entropia Universe, or back out into the real world again. Now I'm going to explain the inventory screen in a little more detail. Press I to open the inventory. On the inventory screen you can clearly see the avatar overview, the section buttons, and the inventory space. You can also see that the inventory buttons, or section buttons, are clearly labelled: weapons, armour, clothes, tools, food, medical potions and chemicals, materials and money, and documents. At the bottom of the inventory screen you can see your PED balance, or PED, the number of items you currently carry in inventory, and the amount of weight you carry. Remember, the more items and or weight you carry, the slower you will become. The inventory screen can be used to equip various items, including clothes. This is done very simply by clicking on the item and dragging it. When using equipment like weapons, you can assign keys to each item. This allows you to equip items very quickly. Also in your inventory is your PED card. The PED card gives you access to your account balance. To pull money off your balance and into inventory, simply double click on the PED card and select the amount you want to transfer. If you have money in your inventory, you simply drag the money onto your PED card. Now that I have shown you how to access the basic screens, it's time to go and explore the new world and begin your first activity, sweating.